Hey guys, John here, back with another Anti-Guru video, and today's video is a viewer request. It comes from David Schwanapol, and David asked me on the channel, could I have a quick look at the government's standpoint on garden grabbing, especially coming through the white paper and the consultation. So I've had a quick look, David. We'll do it together. And importantly, I hope this is useful for anyone looking at the garden grabbing sector right now. So join me in a couple of minutes when I go through that. Like, comment, subscribe, of course, and roll credits. Right, so garden grabbing. Now, the garden grabbing part of the NPPF has always said gardens are not previously developed land, and it is for a council to deal with whether or not it wants a policy addressing loss of gardens or inappropriate development in gardens. So not much in reality has changed. But let's go through each of the points made on gardens in the white paper, and let's just see where this all goes. So the first point is on page 29. And what it says here, renewal areas suitable for development. This would cover existing built areas where smaller scale development is appropriate. This could include the gentle de-intensification and infill of residential areas, development in town centres, and development in rural areas that is not annotated as growth or protected areas, such as small sites within or on the edge of villages. There would be a statutory presumption in favour of development being granted for uses specified as being suitable in each area. Local authorities could continue to consider the case for resisting inappropriate development of residential gardens. I don't see any change in that particular statement, to be fair. I think the government is very much poking its nose at the renewal areas part and saying, look, these could probably take more development, but they're leaving it once again up to councils to deal with whether or not it is appropriate to infill or knock into residential gardens. Nothing much has changed there. So areas that are protected, same page as the previous point. And it says areas that are protected. This could include sites and areas that, as a result of their particular environmental and cultural characteristics, would justify more stringent development, such as greenbelt, ANOB, conservation area, local wildlife sites, and areas of significant flood risk and important areas of green space. At a smaller scale, it can continue to include gardens in line with the existing policy. Now, interestingly enough, gardens are not previously developed land. They haven't been previously developed land since 2019. And so in reality, the government is saying not much is changing here. It is for a council, still for the decision maker, as to whether or not infilling gardens is appropriate. Then we move to page 44 and the paragraph here. To do this, planning should be a powerful tool for creating visions on how places can be engaging communities in that process and fostering high quality development, not just beautiful buildings, but gardens, parks, and other green spaces in between, as well as the facilities which are essential for building a real sense of community. It should generate net gains for the quality of our built and natural environments, not just no net harm. The mention of gardens here is in a broader sense in terms of setting out estates, and as such, I don't see any particular prohibition there on infilling individual gardens in older estates, as long as it meets the achievement of planning for beautiful and sustainable places. Phone going off adds authenticity. Then we have some image credits, nothing really to be an issue there. Finally, we have the forward from the Secretary of State where he talks about homes, gardens, and local parks being places that we know and love. That's fine. So in reality, and I know this has been a bit brief, but also know much has been made of this particular standpoint that loss of gardens or garden grabbing is going to be locked down. The answer is that's not what's actually being said here in my professional view. Certainly on page 29, what the government is saying here is, look, we already protect gardens to a certain degree. They're not previously developed land. It has to be justified, and it is for the decision maker. It is not for government to say yes or no. It is for the decision maker. David, I hope that helps. And if you have any comments or questions on this, then please don't hesitate to put them in the chat. I'll be back next time with another Anti-Guru short. I've been asked about Class E and how that can be played out against other permitted development rights. And I've been asked about Class G permitted development and how that works as well. And we'll be doing those in short order. But otherwise, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one.